Welcome to Unlocking Your Truth, another podcast by Dr. Lesley Phillips.
Hello listeners, welcome to Unlocking Your Truth with Dr. Lesley.
And Corey.
Hello. Well, we are delighted to be here again in the studio at CIVL on 101.7 FM, broadcasting live across the Fraser Valley. And you can also catch us on their website, live streaming at civl.ca. And don't forget that we have a fantastic podcast where you can catch all the episodes of Unlocking Your Truth at drlesleyphillips.com.
Except for last week's. We had a technical problem last week with our guest. And so we're going to re-record the show of the 17th. And we'll put that on and let everybody know when that comes back up, because it was a great show. It's just that our line connection between us and our guest was very terrible. So we're going to be redoing that, right, Dr. Lesley?
That's right.
Okay, great. So wonderful.
Yes, I always like the sound healing ones that we do. They've been some of my favorites. So I look forward to doing that one again.
Yes.
Now, listeners, of course, if you're a regular listener, you know that this show's about metaphysics and spirituality. But I called it Unlocking Your Truth because my biggest passions are meditation and intuition. And both of the practice of meditation helps you to unlock your truth. Basically, that's what intuition is. It's a way of unlocking your truth. It's a way of seeing, hearing, feeling, and sensing what is your authentic self, what's your authentic being. And so we've been doing a couple of series this year on meditation, because there are many different styles of meditation and there are many different benefits that you can reap the rewards of by meditating. So the last few episodes we've done, we've been about the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual benefits of meditation. And now we're moving into exploring different styles of meditation. So this evening we thought we'd do a little bit of an intro and a kind of a general overview of the realm of meditation.
That's lovely.
That's right, yeah. And then follow up with some more in-depth episodes going into some different ways that you can meditate, so that you can learn more about it. Because I sometimes meet people who say, well, I tried meditating, I just can't get into it. And part of it is about the discipline and the practice and the commitment, but part of it is also just finding the style that works for you.
With that question, maybe we want to clarify for our listeners about the physical aspect of the meditation. I know that a lot of people don't medicate.
Oh, I think they do.
Don't medicate or mediate. Their meditate. A lot of people don't practice meditation because they think they have to sit cross-legged on a floor and om all the while for that time, and it can be very uncomfortable for some people. It's like yoga, yeah. It's hard to do for folks.
Yeah, and that's what we want to do with this series. We want to blast those myths of meditation that is what it is, because people do get a stuck concept about meditation because they have one experience. And so over the next probably couple of months, if you tune in on a regular basis, you will learn that that's not just what meditation is, and you will learn some different ways of meditating. But tonight I wanted to just explore a little bit of the history, but also in the modern age, different ways of meditating, kind of like an introduction. Because meditation is getting really popular. much more popular than ever before in the modern world, all of the contemporary tools that are taught to deal with modern challenges are actually derived from traditional practices and techniques, because, as you know, meditation is an ancient practice, and it underpins all religions in all countries and all cultures. So you can go back and through written history, and so long as people have been writing, there's a record of them meditating. So we have records of meditation that go all the way back to ancient Mesopotamia on stone tablets, the Egyptian mystery schools, the ancient Indian Vedas, Taoist China, Buddhist India, Christian mysticism, Japanese Buddhism, all of these ancient belief systems and cultures had meditation as a root practice that underpinned their spiritual devotion. And still today, most religions advocate a form of meditation. You can look at all of the different religions in the globe today, whether it's Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Taoism, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, pagan and New Age. Again, they all have meditation practices. They don't always necessarily call it meditation, though. But it is, and so, who can argue? Who can argue? There must be something in it if all these people, all these different cultures, all these different belief systems are all practicing meditation, and now it's been shown by scientists, as we explored in the last few things that we did. So, what I'm trying to say is that meditation in the modern world and in the corporate world, and if you go to a meditation class, it will be presented to you in a certain way, and whether it's given a modern name like mindfulness-based stress relief or something like that, it has ancient roots. And so I thought today let's explore 5 different modern styles of meditation, and give you a little bit of an introduction to the different ways that you can meditate. So, and I think I'll just read them out, and then we can explore a little bit about what each one is, and then in forthcoming shows we can actually do a meditation in each of these styles. So, concentrative meditation, receptive meditation, reflective meditation, generative meditation, and active visualization. So, concentrative meditation is a form of focusing. It's when you focus your mind. It's when you have focused attention on something. And it could be that you are focusing on your breath. It could be that you have your eyes open and you are staring at a spot on the wall. It could be that you are focusing on a particular image, like a statue of the Buddha or some other object. It could even be that you are focusing on a sound. So it's concentrative mind focus with a single pointed focus in your mind. And some examples of concentrative meditation include transcendental meditation and some forms of meditation from the Hindu tradition. So one of our shows we will explore that in more depth. The receptive meditation is about being present, being awake, aware, present within your body, noticing your physical senses, noticing how you're feeling, noticing your thoughts, but all without reacting to them. So being the neutral observer of your reality, sort of open monitoring and scanning of your reality without reacting and responding to it. And so, of course, mindfulness meditation, which has its roots in Buddhism, is a form of receptive meditation. The next one I thought we might explore, and this is kind of an interesting one to me. I think that when I'm going to do a bit of research, because it's not one I know an enormous amount about, reflective meditation, disciplined thinking, where it's a form of self-inquiry. I think you talked about going to a meditation practice that was this type, where people were asking themselves the same question over and over and over and over again.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So you can reflect on a question or a challenge or an idea or a project, and that's your meditation. But also, Christian contemplative prayer or rosary is a form of this type of disciplined thinking or reflective meditation. And also the Kabbalah in Judaism, where they're focusing on the tree of life and the different stations in the tree of life. And then the fourth type is generative meditation, where you're focusing on an emotional state. So this is where you're kind of changing your vibration, you're changing your energy field, your energy state, by focusing on love or gratitude or appreciation or compassion or patience, some kind of quality that you get into the feeling of, and acting as though this is an active feeling within your space. And there's a form of Buddhist meditation called metta meditation, where they meditate on loving kindness. That's a form of generative or emotional state meditation. And then finally, the imaginative creative style of meditation, active visualization, which is something that forms a big basis of my practice, I think Corey as well. And this is where you can get guided meditations, but you can also be visualizing images, symbols, bringing up memories, actively. You can be observing them or actively working with the energy of them to release limits and change beliefs. And some examples of where that style of meditation comes from are the ancient mystery schools in ancient Egypt. Also, the Scientologists do kind of meditation like this as well, I believe. And that's not all. There are some forms of meditation that are based on movement. And so one might argue that active forms of meditation, like practices like Qigong, are a form of meditation, or Tai Chi or yoga, where you are, moving the body and in a meditative state while you do it.
Well, basically anything that gets you out of the world and out of your head would be a meditation, wouldn't it? I mean, to get you out of that as we love to call it, that monkey mind process. And anything that gets you out of that monkey mind process and closer to your center would be considered meditation. I mean, I've done a walking meditation where I've walked through gardens.
Well, exactly.
It's and I presume, like the list of meditations you gave us, that they can interact with each other's.
Yeah.
You can do a generative one and do a mantra.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to get those labels, I looked at how sort of modern people who study meditation describe them, the scientists and the psychologists, and that's how they're labeling them. But you're right. They all flow into one another. I mean, one thing I would say is meditation is not necessarily something that takes you out of the world. It brings you into clarity about the world, or it brings you into a deeper awareness.
An awareness, but you go into, no matter which one you do, it's some sort of a peaceful state that alters where your mind is. We've talked about this before, about the beta, the theta, the delta. It does get you into a different space,
yes.
A different vibration. And the world, we talk about vibration a lot, and the world vibrates at this erratic rate, and we have to sort of work at this all the time. But when you go into your meditation, you go into that different mind state, and it allows you to access, yes, your spirituality, but it also is that place in your mind where where a calming effect comes through. And that calming effect, I find, takes you out of the world. Maybe I'm not phrasing it properly. Out of the world in the sense of the pressures of the world are released at that point in time, for at least that period of time.
Out of the... It sets you apart from the illusory projections of consciousness, whether they're your thought projections, your worry, like you say, your worry mind, your emotional roller coaster, your emotional triggers. So it helps you be above the emotions. It helps you step apart from the intellect and the busy mind.
Because the meditations I help people with, I base them on a relaxation therapy, where you get into a mind space where you just flow. And you can do things that you can't do. It's almost like, it's almost like transcendental meditation, or even I'm lacking a word here, which is not too often, but you're flowing into a whole different realm of reality, and a reality of your choice that's relaxing and calming. And I get people that come out of my meditation sometimes when I've done them, and they're more rested than they have been in years. It's amazing. And that's not just physically rested, that's physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally rested. Mm-hmm. It's really neat.
That's great.
So do you, don't you?
Well, the form of meditation that I teach is based on the ancient mystery teachings. And it is a form of meditation that stimulates and activates your intuition, and helps you develop your conscious awareness of yourself, and also assists you to work with what you have created in your life consciously. But apart from that, all of these techniques assist you to be in a relaxed state, to be able to, basically what I would say is they help you, the high vibration spiritual being, be consciously awake and aware and in charge of your reality, and have dominion over your physical body and the physical manifest world around you, within your own personal private universe, within your own energy field. And so because the body has an ego, the body has this it's a very powerful vehicle. It has thoughts and emotions, and most humans are being run by the body levels, by the thoughts and by the emotions. So the form of meditation that I teach helps bring you above your emotions and set you apart from your intellectual mind. All right. I think it might be time for a break, and perhaps when we come back we can do a meditation. Welcome back, listeners, to Unlocking Your Truth with Dr. Lesley and with Corey.
Hello.
And this evening on Unlocking Your Truth, we've been talking about how meditation helps you unlock your truth. Because meditation helps you get to know yourself. It helps you tune out all of the external distractions, and it helps you focus, turn within, and focus on you. And we thought it might be a lovely idea to do a guided visualization meditation right now with Corey.
I think that'd be lovely.
Over to you.
Over to me? Just like
right.
that?
Just hand the microphone over.
Oh, okay. Fine. That was my agent booking me for tomorrow, so I just had to reply to him. Sorry, folks. Okay, so everybody just grab a comfortable place to sit. You can sit wherever you'd like, or I prefer if you didn't lie down, because then you have a tendency to doze off as opposed to stay aware of your wakingness, for lack of a better term. Today, with this meditation, we're going to go to a place that connects you with a whole different reality and allows you to be and do something that you can't do necessarily on this plane of existence. So everybody, just take a seat, relax, and let's take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. That's right. Let's do that one more time. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Focus on your breath for a moment and relax. Let it out. Let's take another deep breath in and another deep breath out. Now just breathe normally. And you're sitting in a comfortable spot, and you can feel your feet on the floor. And until now, you didn't notice your feet on the floor, but they're getting heavier. They're connecting with Mother Earth. They're getting heavier and grounding to the earth. That's right. And that grounding relaxes your feet. Your feet are getting heavy and relaxed. And with each breath you take, they become heavier and more relaxed. You're in a wonderful, safe environment, so allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to feel wonderful. Now this heavy feeling is going up your calves very slowly. This beautiful relaxation, this beautiful feeling of relaxing, just going up your legs slowly. And with every breath you take, you become more and more relaxed. With every breath you take, you become more and more at ease. That's right. Now the sensation is going up your legs to your hips. And your hips are relaxed, and your thighs are relaxed. And with each breath you take, you become more and more relaxed. With each breath you take, you become more and more at ease. With each breath you take, you become more and more at peace. That's right. Any sounds you may hear other than my voice will just send you deeper and deeper into a sense of relaxation. You'll just go deeper and deeper into this relaxed state. Now this wonderful relaxation is going up your middle, your waist, up to your chest, and all along you're relaxing even more and more at ease. That's right. With each breath you take, you become more and more relaxed. With each breath you take, you become more and more at ease. That's right. Now this relaxation is going up to your shoulders, and your shoulders relax, and you allow all the stresses of today and this week just to float away like bubbles, little bubbles, soap bubbles that children play with, and you can see them just in your mind's eye, just floating up and popping, all these little stresses popping, 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 and with each one that pops, you become more and more relaxed, more and more at ease. That's right. More and more at peace. Now this relaxation's moving down from your arms into your wrists, into your fingers, and going all the way back up to your shoulders again. And as this happens, it just goes back and forth a little, and a lot of the stress is relieved from your arms, from the tension. They fall to your side as you become more and more relaxed. With each breath you take, you become more and more at ease. That's right. With each breath you take, you become more and more at peace. Now this relaxation goes up your neck, and your neck becomes relaxed and heavy. And then the relaxation goes up into your jaw, and your jaw relaxes. You didn't realize how tight your jaw was, and your mouth may fall open a little bit. That's all right. And they become more relaxed with every breath you take, more at peace with every breath you take. Now this relaxation goes into your cheeks, and you didn't think your cheeks could relax, but they do. And now this relaxation goes up into your eyes and your eyelids. And your eyelids become really, really heavy, really relaxed. And with each breath you take, your eyes become more and more relaxed. With each breath you take, you become more and more relaxed, more and more at ease. That's right. And now you're completely relaxed, completely at ease. With each breath you take, you become more and more at peace. Now we're going to go to a beautiful forest scene. It's green and you're on a path. And you can feel the warmth of the wonderful forest. You can feel and you can hear the birds singing. You can smell the flowers and the trees. And the sun is just peeking through the trees on your face, and it's so warm and relaxed. And you start to walk, and with each step you take, you become more and more at ease, more and more at peace. With each step you take, you become more and more relaxed. This is like a Walt Disney scene. The little rabbits running through the woods, and lovely little birds just flitting about. You can feel the path under your feet and the warm sun on your face. You hear the rustling of the leaves as you walk. And as you walk, you notice down towards the end of the path a bright white light. And you're curious about it. It has a whiteness, a yellowness. And as you start walking to it, you become more relaxed, more at ease. That's right. And then as you get towards the light, you realize it's an opening into a sunny meadow. And so you go into this beautiful sunny meadow, and as you step into the grass that's about just half the way up your calf, you can feel the grass on your legs and underneath your feet. You can smell the wildflowers growing in the field, and you become more and more relaxed, more and more at ease. That's right. And you feel the sun on your face, and there's trees surrounding this meadow, and the meadow is beautiful green, and the sky is a lovely shade of blue. It is an amazing shade of blue. It's a shade that you haven't seen for a long, long time. And you become more relaxed, more at ease. You're so at peace in this beautiful meadow as you're walking, feeling the grass on your ankles and beneath your feet, smelling the fresh, fresh air of this beautiful meadow. And there's a little space in that meadow that looks like a mattress made of grass. It looks very relaxing, and you decide to lie down on it. Just lie down. You can feel a little bit of coolness as you lie down from the earth, but it is so relaxing, and it's so peaceful, and it's so wonderful. And as you lie down, you can feel the sun on your face again. You close your eyes, and you just relax, and all the muscles in your body relax. You're at peace. You're at peace with yourself. You're at peace with the universe. You're at peace with your reality. And you just become more and more relaxed. Now you think about who you are, who you really are, not in the world, but in your spirit. And you become more and more relaxed, more and more at ease, and all the cares and woes that you may have ever had in your life, again, just flow out of you like bubbles, little soap bubbles. They just flow out, and they go up into the air, and they pop, 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 and you become more relaxed. With each pop, you become more and more relaxed, more and more at ease. That's right. And you're becoming light, so light. You become ultra light and relaxed. That's right. And then you realize you're floating about a foot above the ground. You're so relaxed, so at peace, so light within yourself. And this is amazing and wonderful. And you just enjoy this floating. And as you float, all anxiety leaves you. Anything that was remnant of it just disappears and dissipates. And you're becoming true to yourself. You become the true you, the person that's relaxed, the person at ease, and the person totally at peace within yourself. And now, after floating for a little bit, you just slowly start to descend back to the ground. Slowly landing on the ground, just relaxed. You're feeling the coolness of the earth again, and the sun on your face. And again, with every breath you take, you become more relaxed, more at ease. And you can hear the birds chirping, and you can hear bees buzzing. And it's lovely, it's beautiful. The sky is gorgeous and blue. The green of the trees is incredible. And with every breath you take, you become more and more relaxed, more and more at ease, more at peace. Now you start walking back to the opening in the woods. And as you enter into the woods along your path, you can smell the wonderful mustiness of the trees and the sun on your face through the trees as you walk through this little path. And with each step you take, you become more relaxed, more at ease. That's right. Now with each step you take, you become more relaxed, more at ease. That's right. More at peace. And there beside you is a beautiful, beautiful yellow flower. It's a rose. It's a beautiful rose. And you look at that rose and take it into your heart. And whenever you're in the world, and you need to feel the way you're feeling now, just look at that rose, picture that rose, and you'll come right back to this beautiful place where you're more at ease and more at peace and very, very relaxed. Now, as you're walking, I'm going to count backwards from 5, and with each count backwards from 5, you become more relaxed and more at ease. 5. You're going to become more and more at peace. 4. That's right. And you just keep walking and walking in this beautiful, beautiful woods. And you can hear the rustle of the trees. 4. And as I count backwards from 4, you'll start to slowly come back to this world. 3. As I count backwards, you'll be coming closer and closer to this room, but yet still at peace, still relaxed. 2. And now at the last count, you start to stir. You take a nice deep breath. 1. And you come back into the room. Open your eyes as you please and when you please. And take another nice deep breath.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to Unlocking Your Truth with Dr. Lesley and with Corrie. Well, that truly was a fantastic meditation that Corrie just talked us through. Very relaxing. I hope that it really helped you to let go of your stress and your tension and helped you reset your energy. It certainly helped me very, very much to do that. Thank you so much, Corrie, for that lovely meditation. Oh, all right. And so, listeners, I guess it's that time in the show. If you would like to call in with a question, you can call. Here's the number, 604 504 7441, extension 4142. And you can also send your questions to info@drlesleyphillips.com. So I'm wondering if we have any questions, Corrie.
Yeah, we have a question from Mariana. Mariana wants to know, is there hope for my future? Will my mental and physical health improve?
Is there hope for the future? Will my mental and physical health improve? Let's take a look. And yes, I'm just taking a look at Ariana, at your mental and physical health, and then we'll give you some information about it. Well, of course, you know, as I always say, when you ask a future time question, you create your own reality. And so, in a way, the answer to your question is it depends on you. But I'm definitely seeing that there is hope for the future. And it kind of looks to me like when I look at your energy, the impression that I get, it's almost like you're beside yourself. And what I mean by that, it's almost like that your energetic space is not being your own energy is not being channeled through your own energetic space completely. So another way of saying that is that I'm seeing some foreign energy in your energy field, and so it looks like part of your disturbance is caused by the fact that, like we were saying earlier, it's about you being able to take charge of your reality. And so I think meditation actually could help you a lot. And one of the meditation techniques that we talk about on the show is grounding, where you create a flow of energy from near the base of your spine to the center of the earth. And I'm seeing, if you look up our podcast on grounding and learn how to ground and use it to help you release whatever is a disturbance on a physical or mental level, and have the concept that you are releasing and letting go of that disturbance and replacing it with your own energy, that would help you turn hope into a reality. I hope that has helped you. Do we have another question?
Yep. This is from Jenny. And Ginny would like to know, so hard to pick just one question. I'm in the process of major life adjustments, personal and career, doing a lot of soul searching, literally. Am I choosing the right career path, or am I wasting precious time?
Okay, well, thank you, Ginny, for sending that question, and I will certainly take a look at that for you. So I'm just going to take a moment to tune into your energy. All right, so deciding about this particular career direction and wanting to know if it is a waste of time or truly the right direction. To me, it looks like it's part of your journey. It certainly looks like more of a positive direction than not, but I also get the feeling that it might be something that is a step towards something else. So give me a moment, I'll see if there's anything else that I can see about it. Well, the other thing is that it's interesting because it feels to me like it is something that you're choosing and that you're wanting, and yet there is something within you that's holding you back. So I'm looking at what it is that's holding you back. And I would just say it's fear of your own success, and fear of allowing yourself to be happy and allowing yourself to have everything that you want. It looks like it's almost like you can't believe that that's possible, and it's almost like being afraid to have it so good. So I would just say let go of your fear and follow your passion, because it does look like a good direction for you. So I hope that helps you, Ginny. So I'm wondering if there's another question.
I have a question from Dahlia. Dahlia says, how does my recently passed dog Jay feel about the life she had with me and her manner of passing? I still am in an immense grief and having trouble with her loss.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Dahlia. Let's take a look. Now, it looks like that your dog is... Your dog is in spirit, and in that state, there's no pain, there's no suffering. There is love, and I'm that's the first thing I'm seeing. But I am also seeing, it seems like that there is an awareness of your feeling troubled over it, and it just looks like your dog loved you and loves you and is wanting you to know that the dog is okay, and that you don't need to feel bad about the circumstances of the dog's passing. What did she wanted to know? Did the dog know how she felt? Is that what the question? Yeah, well, I'm seeing that the dog appreciates you and knows how much that you loved the dog, and yeah, that's what I'm seeing, that the dog wishes you healing and not to suffer, because the dog is not suffering now at all. I think we have time for a very quick one to finish the show.
Yeah, it's easy to say. Why can some people see visions of Jesus, but most of us can't? And that's from Rennie.
Thank you. Why can some people see visions of Jesus, but most of us can't? Well, I would say, most people are not tuned into their intuition. Most people are operating from their intellect, and the intellect doesn't allow you to experience non-physical reality, and a vision of Jesus would qualify as non-physical reality. And so I'm seeing that everyone would be capable of seeing a vision of Jesus or whatever spiritual master that they would like to connect with, that they don't, because our culture favors the intellect over the intuition. And so I would say that is why most people don't. And the people that do, I would say what many of them have in common is a yearning for higher insight, a yearning for a higher connection, and many of them are yearning to experience Jesus. And so it is that desire that propels them into that experience. So perhaps someone who is desiring a relationship with that teacher would be more likely to manifest an experience of a vision of Christ, although not necessarily exclusively those people. So I hope that answers your question, and thank you so much for sending it in. Listeners, if you have a question, you can write to info@drlesleyphillips.com. You can also go onto the website, and there is a free card reading form that you can fill out, and you'll be able to get a question answered by me on video, and some of those questions find their way to the radio show as well. So once again, info@drlesleyphillips.com, or go to drlesleyphillips.com to the free card reading page. Well, that's it from our show this evening, listeners. Corrie and I will be back here at 7 o'clock next Tuesday. Bye from both of us.
Thank you for joining us. You've been listening to another Unlocking Your Truth podcast by Dr. Lesley Phillips. For more information, go to our website at drlesleyphillips.com. That's drlesleyphillips.com, where you can ask questions or send her an email, and there's many free gifts on there for you as well. You can also find the questions that were asked during this show at the website on our free card reading podcast page, where you'll find a full list of them. Come back again.